Well, howdy, 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 nearly senior citizen here. Greetings, boys and girls, and welcome to this. Yep, it's little Charvy again because, well, there's just Charvy and little Boogle, and I'm giving them maximum time between changes now. So it'll be little Boogle next, or considering how often I don't bring her out now, it might be Mama Squeak since she's still active. She's just not as active. When I put food into her cage now, she just pokes her head out of her nest and then just comes out like a half of a funnel spider and drags in her prey, and then here we go, little guy, you go back into your nest. Thank you very, very much. He's a good guy. But she just comes out, and I'll sprinkle the food into her cage, and then the stuff will go like this, and this nose comes up, and then she looks around, and then she'll gather up food that's real close, and then she'll go back inside, and then later on she'll go up and do active stuff. But she's not as active as she used to be because she's older. She spends just a lot of time in her nest now, taking care of herself and sleeping, and then she'll get active later. So it's entering that stage of life. It happens. Ow, something in my eye. Probably aqueous and vitreous humors plus a lens and iris mechanism. And I've been so cold these past couple days. Hokey smokes. Yeah, yesterday I had a coat on. Now I've even got my plaid long sleeve thing that I use as a summer jacket on, and the coat. I've just been so cold. Ugh, it's crazy. But the more weight I lose, the colder I get. Because, as I've mentioned before, but I'm going to keep mentioning because, you know, new people or things to forget. I mean, I forget things. Who knows? I don't know how often normal people forget things, but yes, I remember now what I was talking about. When you lose weight, your maximum weight that you get to, your body considers that your baseline now for things like your body temperature and all that. And when you get hungry, you get hungrier than somebody who wasn't heavy. In fact, they have found that for people that have lost weight or are losing weight, hunger pangs are just as hard to get through as withdrawal symptoms from cocaine and heroin. It's that bad trying to lose weight. Your body does not want to lose weight. And that's why with my maximum weight that I had of 325, that now I'm at 180, I'm freezing all the time. I'm so cold. Hokey smokes. I can imagine Boogie, what, 2988 I guess his numbers are? But I imagine Boogie, you know, he's talked about being cold all the time and he wears sweaters. And he's going to get colder and colder as he continues losing weight. Thumbs up. Now, I haven't had to deal too much with food withdrawal craving type things because I lost the bulk of my weight when I was so sick I couldn't eat. I could barely even drink water. It was like, and you should never lose weight this fast, but it was only like 3 months I lost 160 pounds. And if even that long, it might have only been 2 months. It was crazy, crazy fast because I could not eat. Eating just made me vomit because I had an abscess in my joint of my jaw, which around in that area. They were pulling teeth out. It ganked my jaw. Damage was done in here. All of my lymph nodes were just as big as marbles. And I was really sick. I could not eat, could barely move my jaw, and vomited whenever I ate or drank. Yeah, I lost half my body mass. Yay. So now I'm only like 25 pounds heavier than my lightest, which was just, you know, that couple years back now. So about a year back, I had been around 205, because a good weight for my height and activity level is right around 200-ish. But my anorexia, which I developed when I was getting really, really sick, came roaring back as soon as I got close to 200. And I've never been able to get above 195 since. I just stop eating when my weight gets up too high. So, thumbs up for that. Anorexia for the win? No, anorexia is not for the win. It's not a good thing. Boy, oh boy, is anorexia not good. I had a strong fight. It was tough, but I managed to get over that one largely on my own, and I say over it even though I'm still struggling and fighting with it. But it's like alcoholism. You know, I'm a recovering alcoholic. I'm going to be a recovering alcoholic my whole life. So I'm going to be probably struggling with anorexia my whole life. Thumbs up on that. And that combined with the fact that barely any money for food, so barely any food, so even when I am hungry, excuse me, even when I am hungry, my opportunities to eat aren't great. I was sent a lot of food last month by some various wonderful people. It's almost gone, so I mean, it's good, and I thank you very, very much for having sent it. I believe it was about Mary Adachi and Kitty Bits, I think was the Twitter username, I think. I am so sorry. With my brain, I'm lucky I even remembered that much, so hopefully I was halfway close. Oh yeah, I can't remember if I talked about my time sense before. I'd mentioned how my time sense feels totally broken. How what feels like just a couple days go by, where I just say, okay, I'll get back to this in a couple days. And then it just feels like days pass by. And then I look back and say, okay, let's check on, it's been over a year. Days pass and a year's gone by. And I mentioned this to my therapist. I said, I can barely remember what goes on. My time sense is totally broken. And he said, that is extremely common too. Bloody pollen in the air. Everything is still just exploding out there. But he said that is extremely common under people with depression. So good to know that it's not just me, that I've broken in ways that are predictable instead of breaking in a way that's just, we don't know what's happening. God's above. Oh, you gotta love pollen in the air. Thumbs up for that. So my time sense, I've mentioned before how the morning feels like yesterday. It's been like that forever. By the time I hit noon, morning feels like yesterday. So by the time I get to the afternoon, it's really hard to tell what happened on what day. So that's always fun. And then as stated, of course, it'll feel like just days have passed and it'll have been over a year. So that's always fun. And of course, I don't know what's happening here. Nobody talks to me. Literally, nobody talks to me. Unless I talk to people, nobody talks to me. And half the time when I talk to people, I get ignored. So I have no ideas. But after having gone to therapy, it's like, I don't care. That means I don't have to deal with people, do I? Aside from the fact that there's someone else there, it's like living by myself. That's okay. I've lived by myself as well as had roommates. And while having roommates, lived as if I've had none. So, not a big deal. Nothing gets tense anymore. Everything has changed inside of my head since going to therapy. Now, instead of feeling like I gotta walk on eggshells, it's just, if they want to be that way, let them be that way. I got my own life to lead. And so, thumbs up for that. It's good to change the narrative in your head. That's effectively what going to therapy, what taking antidepressant drugs, what all these things do, is it helps change the story in your head so that the story in your head is livable, so that you can make it through life. And that's effectively it. If you can change the story in your head so that it's livable, then you're doing okay. You may not be able to change the actual physical thing that's happening, but if you can change the story in your head, and that sounds crazy, but it's not. Because take a look at what's happening in the news, where they're taking a look at narratives and trying to have a counter narrative. Why the use of narrative? Because they're trying to tell a counter story. Everything in human existence is story, history, oral history, telling, talking. Someone has a narrative, somebody else has a narrative. It's which narrative is going to win, which thing is going to happen. So I can't even remember where I was going or what I was saying. I just got into the image of fighting narratives, and I know I was talking about narratives. What is that? What was I talking about? Narrative. Yes, the narrative in your head. Excuse me. All you have, if you can just change the story of what's happening in your head, that's what's been going on, as stated with the death of my wife. I'm trying to change the story in my head so that the story is livable, so I can go forward in life and not be as broken as I am. And that's what we do, and that's what we have to do. And that's what the wonderful part of therapy has done. I've been able to change the story in my head to the point that I'm not afraid anymore. I'm not hiding in my room. I'm busy in my room here, and I'm making videos, and I'm playing games and doing stuff, and it's not hiding any more than I've hid most of my life. Because I've been active, I've gone out and I've done things, but I've always been an introvert. As long as I'm not afraid to go out and deal with other people, then it's okay to be by yourself. It's when you're hiding that it's the problem. And I'm not hiding in here anymore. I'm busy, I'm making videos, but I go for walks, and there's a game store in town I discovered. I'm not quite discovered, but there is, in Olympia, in Washington State, they have a chain of little stores that are, you go inside, you rent time on the PlayStations or Xboxes or whatever, and you play games. You can drop your kids off, or if you're a teenager or a young adult, you can drop in and just rent time and play. It's just something you can do. You can have a birthday party, you can just do stuff, and it's just fun. One of the things that this game store did is they merged with this place, and so now they sell role-playing games and board games, and they have the Xbox and stuff game playing thing, which is really cool because I like board games and I like role-playing games. And in Shelton they have one of those franchise stores open where they run actual board games and RPG games. I've stopped in there to take a look. It's a cool thing. They've got tables set up. There's all the TVs and the machines, and they've got shelves where they sell RPGs and board games. And then they run games there. I'm going to be stopping in, and that's very, very cool. Definitely a thumbs up. Well, shucks. Tummy. Oh. How weird. I washed down my methadone tablet with a soda, which was a cola, and it tasted like garlic just then when I burped. My stomach was upset. Ugh. My sincere apologies. I should edit this out, but am I going to? Anyway though, I have opened up, oh, itchy nose. Oh, hokey smokes. I've opened up 24 hours worth of comments on my community tab. I'm going to go through and thank 20 to 25 people. If I mispronounce your username, my sincere apologies. I'm an American English speaker. We're not really good at names. I'm better than most. I try. And I'm not reading the comments right now. I'm going to read the comments later on. Thumbs up each one I read. Answer as many as I can. But for right now, I'm just thanking you for having left a comment. And it's a range of 20 to 25. I'm going and because I'm suddenly remembering. It's a range of 20 to 25 because I count in American Sign Language on the fingers of this hand, so. And even though I've got fibro, I still forget. Well, that's why I forget, because I got fibro and all this stuff, so yay. Anyway though, let me call it Chrome. We have Chris Duckworth, thank you very, very much. And Christian Coke, thank you, greatly appreciated. Singos, thank you. And Marvoosh, thank you very, very much. Zombie Wolf, heck of a name, I like that. And Tundra Keeper, good to see you in the comments. Despacito 2, thank you very much. Gideon Nightingale, greatly appreciated. Codename Krusty, heck of a name to be codenamed. Viet Tong, thank you very, very much. Will Thompson, greatly appreciated. Used to be a hacker. I used to be a lot of things too. And Hype Beast Killer 0916, thank you very, very much. Ishu Sharma, thank you. Sakura Matsumoto, thank you very, very much. Paul Curlin, thank you. BLDWRF, thank you very, very much. Shay Moran, thank you. And we have Venom 4811, thank you very, very much. Kylie Coyote, heck of a name, thank you. And M4SS Ganja Gamer, thank you very much. Haha Leader HD, thank you very, very much. Yuval Grossman, greatly appreciated. Chizuru Naki, I sure hope I'm close, thank you very, very much. And last but not least, Mama Chell, greatly appreciated. Each and every one of you. Good to see you in comments. For those of you that are returning, always good to see you in comments. Thumbs up and thank you. For everybody else that's left a first comment today, thank you. Thank you very much. It is appreciated. It warms up my aging heart. A very good thing. Thumbs up. I got various links down below if you could check those out. I have Twitter, Facebook, GoFundMe, Patreon.com, Google+. If you could donate to my GoFundMe campaign, something that I've pretty much given up hope on at this point with getting major help for my rent. I'm like minus 400 and some, so thumbs up. But if you could become a Patreon.com patron, that would be very cool. And thank you very, very much to each one of my Patreon.com patrons. I have gotten a fair number of new people, and thank you very much. It is appreciated. It is because of you I'm able to pay rent here each and every month. Thank you so very much. Not being homeless is good. I don't know how I could use my VPAP machine if I was homeless. So thank you very, very much. And if you could toss me a like, I do appreciate all the positive validation I get from my existence. Definitely a good thing. If you could subscribe to the channel, that would be cool. If you don't want to, I would understand. But if you're down with it, I would definitely do my best to keep you entertained from now until the end of time. And of course, if you do subscribe, make sure to hit that bell. And even if you do hit that bell, just cross your fingers and hope that YouTube lets you know. Because they don't even tell you now if you've got notifications on. Thumbs up. Of course, I've got an Amazon wish list if you wanted to support me in a non-financial fashion, which of course you still spend money, but you're not sending money directly to me. On my wish list, I have stuff like hamster food and mild candy, all the way up to PS3s and PS VR sets for the PlayStation 4. So there's something all along every range, no matter where you are on financial stability, if you want to waste your money on some old guy. Thumbs up and thank you. Again, don't feel obligated. I do not feel entitled, but if you wanted to check it out, it'd be awesome. And in that same vein, I am partnered with HumbleBundle.com, so if you wanted to purchase some software, that would be very cool. If you do, and you use my link, I will get paid for it. I am a paid sponsor for Humble Bundle. I actually have been paid once. Some people actually bought some software at some point, so thank you very, very much. And if you wanted to check it out, it would be cool. Again, do not feel obligated. And I don't feel entitled, but if you would like to check it out, it's very cool. They also sell books, electronic, so it's not physical, but you can buy books and comic books through them, so it's pretty cool. Well, I'm hoping to have a reaction video. I'm hoping to have a game video for this channel, hoping to have a game video for the game channel if I don't fall asleep. If I don't fall asleep today, I'll be live streaming. If I do, it's gone. But still, I'm going to do my best. So you take care. Have a great day today. I will see you on the flip side, my friend, and that's a very, very good thing. And I appreciate each and every one of you. You are beautiful and wonderful people. Thank you so very, very much for coming along with me on this journey of exploration. I do need to talk every day, or my brain just does not work.